Good afternoon and welcome to game number 3 of the 2018 USCAA Softball World Series. In game number 3, we have the number 4 seed NHTI Lynx going up against the number 5 seed Penn State University Brandywine. Now Brandywine comes in as the PSAC conference champion, sporting a 21-8-1 record. The Lynx are coming in at 27-5, winning 24 straight games coming into it. Pitching for NHTI, number 17, Tori LeMay. Leadoff batter for Brandywine is going to be number 17, Sigich. Sigich is going to take ball 1. She lays down the bunt, charges, and Sigich beats out the throw. And Brandywine has a batter. Has a batter on base to start the game. Up to bat now, number 5, Rachel Cherubini. Freshman from Pottstown, PA. She lays down the bunt, foul tip back. Runners goes, but she makes it back. Foul tip. Catcher wants a little bit of a conference. Danielle Mcnicholas. Another bunt, foul tip. That ball's popped straight up. Catch is going to be made by Taylor Gasson. Next up to bat, number 21, Alexa Anderson. As she looks here to move Ariana Sigich. 1 out. Takes a good swing. That ball was rising there. Just couldn't get the read on it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just a little bit behind on that swing. That's 2 strikes behind on 2 occasions. Looking to keep this alive. Sigich getting ready to run. Ball's low for a called ball. A lot of the fans there were not pleased with that call. Here's LeMay with the delivery. And Anderson goes out swinging. Up to bat now, number 15, Katie Steffen. Katie's the third baseman. 2 outs. LeMay getting off to a strong start here. Shows bunt, pulls it back. The runner goes. The throw is going to be off the mark. And Segic is going to advance on a stolen base. LeMay takes its called strike there. Steffen watches it goes by. That's just outside the plate on that one. LeMay has 106 pitches this year, 18 games started. She has a 17-3 record. It's very hard to score against her, 1.39. Steffen pops at the center field. She's going to drift across and make the catch. So, at the end of the first, we have 1 hit, 1 stolen base, no runs scored, and we move to the bottom of the first. And we're back. NHTI up to bat this inning. Leading off is going to be number 1, the center fielder, Masha Lang. Masha's batting .517 this year. 2nd in the nation in slugging percentage at 1,000. Going up against the pitcher, number 6, Katie DeStefano. 25 starts, 20-5 record, 138 pitches, or innings pitched, and a 3.7 ERA. Lang lets the first one go by for ball 1.
No, there's no Lang on my board.
Are you on NHTI?
Yes.
Low. Outside the strike zone.
Who's up there?
That's a girl, Haley Grassi.
Yeah, but it went.
She's on the team.
Well, it's on.
Yeah,
I
that's
know, but I'm on NHTI. There's no number 1 here. Lang's number 1. Did you see a number 1 there?
2 balls, 2 strikes.
From that team?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
The whole team's there except for her.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside the zone, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Outside the strike zone, catcher can't hold on to the ball there. We have a full count top of the first. This is not what you want to see out of that leadoff hitter for if you are DeStefano here. This is a senior. She needs to have this confidence here. Solid hit. Second baseman comes across. She makes the throw in time, and Lang is going to be thrown out at first.
The next batter, catcher, number 3.
Next with the bat is going to be number 3, Danielle Mcnicholas. That was a hard hit ball towards the second baseman, Katie Grassi. But she makes the catch and makes the throw in time. At bat number 3. She's going to get that up over the second baseman, but the right fielder is going to come across. That is a nice catch by Madison Nafara.
The next batter is the right fielder, number 6, Brianna Connolly.
Next up to bat is going to be NHTI's right fielder, number 6, Brianna Connolly. Pierre Stefano getting some help from your field players. Just going to start to build that confidence as this game goes on. Catches that inside corner for strike one. Now this game was a late start due to some rain and thunder moving through the area. Just a bit outside. Ball 2. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Hit right back up to the middle. DeStefano makes the grab, and Penn State's out of the inning.
Inning for NHTI showed no runs on no hits.
So through 1, we're scoreless. No balls, no runs, no hits, no errors by either team. We're going to see for for Penn State Brandywine, we'll see Foldes, Velez, and Grassi. Hopefully, no one's back there.
Like the names and
2 balls, 1 strike. He has 31 walks on the year and 162 strikeouts. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss.
The next batter is the pitcher, number 1, Nikki Bella.
Strikeout. Up to bat now, number 1, Nikki Velez. Takes that one looking. Strike 1. Here's the delivery from LeMay. Foul tip by Velez. 0-2 count. Counts in favor of the pitcher here. Inside, hit hard to the shortstop. Shortstop cleans field, but she throws it onto the ground. That bounce before it got to the first baseman is going to allow Velez to get a hit.
The shortstop, number 2, Haley Grassi.
Misplayed by Brianna Wickham. She makes the grab. She She makes the grab, makes the throw, but that bounce right before it got to Roy, what allowed her to get on the base safely. Popped up, tracks back, she makes the grab, and the runner's going to stay on first.
The next batter, right fielder, number 6, Katie DeStefano.
Up to bat, number 6, Katie DeStefano. Here's the delivery. High in the zone, not a hard swing. Second guessed herself there. High in the zone. Thought about trying to throw the runner out at first. Makes the decision not to go for the throw. Runner's going. Throw is going to be in time, and she gets the tag, and she is out.
Inning for Penn State shows no runs on 1 hit.
For NHTI is Taylor Gagnon. Gagnon let that one go by, strike one. Trying to work that outside corner for the second strike, but called for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the delivery by DeStefano. Inside. Gagnon has to lean back a little bit, brushed her back for ball 2. Gagnon batting .495 this year. 3 home runs, 30 RBIs, but just looking to get on base to start something off here in the bottom of the second. Here's delivery. She gets a hit just over the second baseman's head into right field, and she is on base. Nice little blooper over the second baseman's head in front of the right fielder, and able to keep things going, or get things going here in the bottom of the second. Ball's hit. Second baseman's able to recover to get that one. And just like that, Brianna Whitcomb is out.
The next batter, first baseman, number 11, Cabrina Roy.
Up to bat now. Number 11, first baseman, Cabrina Roy. Ball 1. The delivery outside for ball 2. Hard swing to the rising ball there for the first strike of the at-bat. Gagnon on first. Whitcomb flew out to the second baseman. Roy with that cut there fouls it off. Back into the netting. And we're at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second. Roy only batting .322 this season, but getting on base 35% of the time. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Gagnon on first. Here's the delivery on the 3-2. She takes this swing. She would have let it go by. Probably would have been called for a ball.
Number 13, Elisabeth DeVos.
DeStefano does a good job of making her think that she has the opportunity to hit it, but it's just outside the area and she can't reach it. Up to bat now, number 13, Elisabeth DeVos, the third baseman. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Tries to catch the runner off, but the throw is just a little bit behind. Here's the delivery by DeStefano. Called strike on the inside corner. DeVos has only struck out 7 times this season. Doesn't want to add to that ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Doesn't have to swing at this next pitch if she doesn't want to. She can take her time with this at bat. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ball is low. She swings and misses. We're back to a full count. Stefano looking to get a strikeout here to end the inning. NHTI not wanting to leave a runner on the base. Swing and a miss, and we have a strikeout to end the inning.
Heading for NHTI showed no runs on 1 hit.
NHTI gets their first hit of the game.
City of DuBois and the USCAA would like to thank
Up to bat next for Penn State Brandywine. It's going to be number 9 hitter, Madison Malafaro. Then we'll get back to the top of the order with Segic and Sharuni. The pitcher, number 6, Katie DeStefano. Had her at-bat interrupted last inning with the throw at second on the stealing. Being caught stealing by Nikki Bella. This at-bat, she's taken 2 balls here. That one's inside the zone, 2-1 count. DeStefano, .452 batter this season. Getting on base about half her at-bats. So in addition to being the team's pitcher, she's also one of the better hitters for her team. Here's the 3-1 delivery. High, and she's going to draw a walk.
The next batter, the second baseman, number 26, Maddie Malfera.
Next up to bat, number 26, the right fielder, Maddie Malfara. Maddie's a .366 batter. Has 1 home run on the season, 22 RBIs. Looking to add to the total here. NHTI thinking bunt, so we're seeing the first baseman, Cabrini Roy, sneaking up a little bit. She's starting to press, looking for that bunt. Second baseman needs to be aware also in case she hits that gap. Didn't show bat. There's the bunt. Right back up the middle of the pitcher. She's going to throw. The ball's in the dirt. It gets past the first baseman. And DeStefano is going to advance to third on that pitch. Back to the top of the order. Going to get to number 17, Ariana Segic. She had a single first time up bat and stole second. First pitch is a strike. Runners on first and third. LeMay looking to get herself out of this jam with no outs. The Lions are looking to strike first and get a run on the board here in the top of the third. Roy not pressing up as high. Taylor Gagnon, the second baseman, looking for that bunt. Trying to get the squeeze play to get DeStefano in. Segic takes a swing, and she is going to strike out. Next up to bat for the Lions is going to be the left fielder, Chervini. Last time she flew out. So 0 for 1 on the day. Good hard cut, hits the grand scan, and the ball goes down the backside. Chervini looking to add to her 35 RBIs on the season, batting over 500. That ball's hit into right field. Got the catch. The runner was too far, but it's a wild pitch. DeStefano a little indecisive as to when to go, when not to go.
The next batter, left fielder, number 21, Alexa Anderson.
Fly out again, but Maddie Malafar is going to advance on the wild pitch there. NHTI charged with their first error of the game. LeMay with the delivery. Fouled over the grandstand to the right. Chervini had a very well hit ball into right field. She was able to get underneath it and make the catch, but on that wild throw over to first, trying to catch Malafar on leading off too far. Overthrow, and DeStefano had the opportunity to score, but was unable to do so. This ball's hit to right field, and we see Brianna Conley making the grab, and the Lynx are out of the jam there. Coming to the bottom of the third.
17, Tori
Another pitcher versus
LeMay.
pitcher matchup. Number 17, Tori LeMay. We'll also see Lauren Mullen and Masha Lang here in the bottom of the third. Stefano, hopefully that little slip up on the overthrow to first and her deciding not to go to home won't come back to hurt the Lions as they need to get some runs. The Lynx up to bat here. They're first in the USCAA with 313 runs on the season, so they know how to score, and hopefully DeStefano can keep them in check. Lang, 1 strike, 1 foul. Give her 2 strikes in the at-bat. Reaching for that one. She's going to foul that straight back. And the catcher is going to make the grab on the foul ball. So,
The next batter, left fielder number 4, Lauren Mullen.
good way for the Lions to get started here in the top of the fourth, or bottom of the third. Lauren Mullen up to bat, number 9. Center fielder, number 4. Delivery by DeStefano inside. 3 balls. Mullen takes that straight looking. Can afford to take one more. Wait for the pitch that's just right for her to get that hit here as the last batter. She's going to take the walk.
The next batter, center fielder number 1.
Back to the top of the order, number 1, Misha Lang. She was thrown out at first to lead off the game. One out after the fly ball by Mullen, or by LeMay. Making the catch for Brandywine on that was Foldez. Here's delivered by Stefano. This ball's hit hard. Low and decisive. Catch made by the second baseman, Hilly Grassi.
The next batter, the catcher, number 3, Danielle Mcnicholas.
Up to bat now, number 3, Danielle Mcnicholas. Fly out last time. Here's the 40th pitch for DeStefano. That's low in the turf. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Wild pitch. And Mullen is going to advance. Heads up play by Mullen to advance to second on the wild pitch. Inside again, ball 3. McNicholas doing well at this at bat, better than the last time. 3 balls, no strikes. Can wait for her pitch here. And we see ball 4. McNicholas is going to
The next batter, right fielder number 6.
get to first via the walk. DeStefano, 2 more walks, puts her up at 88 on the season. Up to bat, number 6, Brianna Conley, the right fielder. One ball, no strikes. Stefano needs to find her groove again. Ball's fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just needs to calm down a little bit. Find what was working in the first and second inning and get herself out of this little jam that she has here. Inside corner. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carly doesn't want to leave. 2 on here in the third. That ball's hit straight back. Trying to get to the net. Hits the roof of the grandstand and slides down off the bat. Keeping herself alive here, Conley, looking to get work. Thrown out last time. Ball was a little bit too inside. Pulls it down the third baseline for foul. Conley keeping alive here. Conley's a .500 hitter. No hits here in the bottom of the third. 2 walks so far, 2 outs. That ball's outside the zone for ball 2. Stefano here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Conley doing her best to keep this at-bat alive as much as possible. Solid hit, but it's going to be down the third baseline again for foul. Ball 3. Pops straight up. Third baseman comes across. She makes the grab. And the Lions get themselves out of the inning here. So at the end of 3, Penn State Brandywine, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. NHTI Lynx, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. We'll be back with the top of the 4th. Katie Steffen. Katie Steffen, the senior from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. She had a flyout last time up the bat. Takes the first one, strike 1. Fouled that straight back. Strike 2. Very quickly, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Behind the count. Katie Steffen's batting .488 on the season. 7 home runs, 3 RBIs, and she's going to strike out here.
The next batter, the catcher, number 3, Julie Foldez.
Next up, for the Lions, Julie Flores. She struck out last time she was up to bat. LeMay looking to have a repeat of that. Throws that one a little low outside the zone for ball one. LeMay has 162 strikeouts on the season. So for the Lions to get some hits, it's going to be rather difficult. See how long they can go. Ball's low. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. No runs for either team here in the top of the 4th. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Fouled straight back over the grandstand. Hard hit, but foul down the third base line. Valdez, the catcher. Senior from Kendall Park, New Jersey. Last year in the tournament, she batted .750. She had 3 RBIs last year. Looking to add to some of that total this season. Full count. That's going to be low. Valdez is going to walk.
The next batter, the pitcher, number 1, Nikki Bella.
106 innings pitched for Tori LeMay. Only 31 walks previous to that. Sorry, 32. Here's the bunt. Misplayed it first, and the runners are going to advance. Nikki Velez, the second baseman. Another error by the Lynx.
Shortstop, number 2, Haley Grossi.
Very quick at bat for Nikki Velez. She lays down the bunt. The first baseman, Cabrina Roy, she's able to get there to make the catch, but she throws it in the dirt. That's twice the Lynx have thrown the ball to first base in the dirt and allowed the runners to advance. Second and third. Head coach Carrie Finnegan making a trip out to the mound to talk to LeMay to see what they can do to get themselves out of this situation. The Lions are looking for an opportunity to put some runs on the board. Up to bat now is Haley Grossi. She shows bunt the third baseman for NHTI. Elisabeth Devos is pressing up a little bit, looking for that bunt. The same with Cabrina Roy. Grossi shows bunt again. Fouls that one straight back. 0-2 count. Haley Gross, 368 batter on the season. Here we go. Ball's high just outside the zone. 1-2. Roy DeVos pressing up the lines, looking for the short play. Grossi's going to foul this one back also. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Flores on third. Velez at second. Velez getting on base after the bunt, and then the wild pitch to first, allowing the runners to advance. Error charge to the Lynx. Grossi showing bunt again, pulls it back. And they catch her looking for a called strike 3.
The next batter, the pitcher, number 6.
Up the bat,
DeStefano.
number 6, Katie DeStefano. Last year she batted .285, no RBIs, but did score 2 runs herself. Here comes, catches DeStefano swinging. With a runner on third, runner on second, she needs to get a hit to start to pull away from the Lynx to get that first run on the board. Watches that one come in for ball one. Runners are going to go on anything hit. Here's the delivery. Hard swing, but LeMay gets it past her. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Field umpire having a little bit of words with LeMay. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the fourth. Runners on second and third. Here's the delivery. Before Katie DeStefano steps in, 3 balls, 1 strike. Top of the fourth. Here's delivery. Ball's low and inside ball 4. Katie DeStefano is going to walk, and that's going to load the bases for Maddie Malfara.
The next batter, the right fielder, number 26, Maddie Malfara.
Last time she was up to bat, she got on base with a bunt, advanced to second on the wild pitch. This time she's got to get the hit. Strike 1. Top 4, 2 outs, bases loaded. Down to the number 9 hitter. Maddie Malfara batting .366 on the season. Last year in this tournament did not have a hit. Looking to change that. And this would be a great opportunity to do so with bases loaded and get the first strikes on the board. Fouls that one straight back. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Don't want to leave 3 runners on. Hard swing, catches a piece of it. Keeps herself alive. Foul ball. She is right there. Last 2 pitches she's gotten a piece of. Another hard hit. Just can't put this into play. This is not the time that you want to leave 3 on. That ball's hit up this middle of the field. That's going to be in. That's good. There's 1 run across. Julie Faldas is going to score for the first run of the game. Malfara gets a base hit into center field. And it's 1-0 Lions from Brandywine. Up to bat now is Ariana Segic. Up to bat now, Ariana Segic. Base hit and a strikeout today. Strike 1. Good inning so far for the Lions of Brandywine. Bases loaded, want to keep this momentum going. Shows the bunt, pulls it back at the last second, called strike 2. 0-2 count. Ariana Segic, 3 triples this season, 7 home runs, 26 RBIs, batting .490. See if she can add to the total here. Doesn't put everything she has into that swing, and she's going to strike out to end the inning. After 3.5 innings, Penn State Brandywine Lions 1, NHTI Lynx 0. Looking to get back in this. Down 1. Up to bat now, leading off the bottom of the 4th is number 9, Taylor Gagnon. Got a base hit to lead off the 2nd. Stefano outside the zone, ball 1. That ball's hit hard to center field. But Segic is there to make the catch.
Shortstop, number 8, Brianna Whitcomb.
Next up to bat, the shortstop, number 8, Brandon Whitcomb. Whitcomb flew out to right field last time at bat. Stefano looking to get more of the same here. Ball 1. One ball, one strike. On the first, ball's hit. Third baseman's going to get there, but home plate umpire is going to call it foul. Well hit ball there. But Katie Steffen came up to make the stop. Didn't get a chance to see, but she may have been able to throw her out at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, up the bat. Whitcomb here. That ball's hit over the shortstop's head into left center field. And Whitcomb is going to have a base hit.
The next batter, first baseman, number 11, Sabrina Roy.
Day started off nice and sunny. We had about a 30-minute thunder delay earlier today. That's what delayed this game getting started on time. Up to bat now, number 11, Cabrina Roy. Struck out last time at bat in the second inning. See if she can change her fortune this time with Wickham on base. Looking to get that one run back that they gave up. Ball outside the zone, but she still takes a strike. So and it's 1-1. Second foul. Still 1-1 count. Or 1-2 count. She's taking some good swings. Just needs to put this ball into play. Ball is high and outside for ball 2. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. Strikeout by Cabrina Roy. That's her second of the day. Next up the bat is number 13, Elisabeth DeVos. Also struck out her first time up to bat. We've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Lions doing well to get their 1 run in the first, in the top half of this inning. Zero balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Brandywine's third baseman pressing up a little bit there. Stefan looking for the short ball. DeVos back in the box. Inside, almost hit DeVos in the thigh, but she holds her ground. It's just above for ball 1. The Lynx will take any runner on base any way they can. That ball is going to be high again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wickham on first. DeVos fouls that ball straight back. Off the grandstand and back to DeStefano. Unfortunately, the grandstand's out of play, or you could catch that. Two balls, 2 strikes. High, the runner goes. Throw is in time. And they're going to call her safe at second. Wickham getting the stolen base. DeVos let that ball go high. Wickham has been taking a healthy lead after the pitch. The last 2 or 3 pitches, the catcher thought about throwing her out a couple times, but she finally goes and she gets to second safely. Throw may have been just a little high, and that's what prevented Velez from making the tag. Or that's Grassi over there from making the tag. Fouled. Second. Close to the leg this time. DeVos is going to get hit in that thigh. My correction, in the knee. And the Lynx are going to have a runner on first and second. Now the question's going to be, is DeVos going to be able to take her spot on first, or is she going to need to come out after taking that pitch to Rayton Lee? DeVos gets a round of applause from the fans as she limps her way down to first. That was a very hard pitch. She's probably wishing that she took that in the thigh. little bit more meat and muscle there to absorb some of the blow, but straight to the knee, that's going to hurt. Up to bat, the pitcher, number 17, Tori LeMay. LeMay batting .325. Hit to the second baseman. Throw over to first to end the inning, and the Lions get themselves out of the jam and leave. The Lynx are going to leave 2 on the base. So at the end of 4, Penn State University Brandywine 1, NHTI the Lynx 0.
Fielder number 5, Rachel Cherubini.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Lions, number 5, Rachel Cherubini. 2 flyouts so far today. Looking for her first hit of the day. Ball's going to be low for ball 1. Strike 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That ball is hit hard into shallow center. Center fielder comes in to make the grab, but drops the ball. And Cherubini is going to be on. Unfortunately for Cherubini, she's not going to get credit for that hit. Error is going to be charged to the center fielder for NHTI, Maisha Lang. Here's the bunt foul. So although Cherubini is going to be on base, still looking for her first hit of the day. Lions looking to add to their lead here in the top of the 5th. Zero balls, 1 strike. That ball's high, gets away from her. Cherubini is going to advance to second on the wild pitch. And Brandywine has a runner in scoring position with no outs. Hard swing by Anderson. Anderson has 0 for 2 on the day. keeps replaying it for the second time. It's that little skip that she has on her delivery. There's the bunt. Runner pushes up. Anderson's going to be out at first, but she moves Cherubini over to third.
Down to the third baseman, number 15, Katie Steffen.
Bunt moves Cherubini over to third. Katie Steffen up to bat. Katie Steffen watched the first ball go by. Ball one. Delivery by LeMay. Ball is inside. Steffen gets a hold of that, pulls it foul
Return all foul balls to the field.
over the linked dugout. It's a very hard hit ball. Just pops it out. Steffen looking to add to the 1-0 lead here. Check swing. She doesn't go, but the ball is in the strike zone for strike 2. One-two pitch. Hopefully this rain's won't have too much of an effect on the players, or at the very least it'll pass through quickly. Fouls that one back. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Cherubini on third. Anderson moved her over with the bunt. Need to add to this lead to start to build that cushion as we get closer to the 7th inning. That ball's hit over the shortstop's head. Steffen with the base hit as she makes her way around first to second, and she's going to be in with a stand-up double and gets Cherubini in for one. So the Steffen with the ball hit to left center field over the shortstop's head. Brianna Wickham couldn't get to that, and she has a stand-up double with the RBI. With the RBI here in the top of the first, and still 1 out as she looks to add on to it. Up to bat now is going to be number 3, Julie Foldez. She's walked, scored a run, and struck out today. Looking to get a hit to build on this lead. Back-to-back innings, getting 1 run is going to start to help the Lions. Ball is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foldez with a nice, healthy swing at the ball. LeMay looking the upper portion of the strike zone. Getting Foldez to swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. We get Steffen on second after that stand-up double. That ball's popped up straight. Catcher looking to try to find it. That's going to hit the top of the grandstand, and that one rolls back again. Either someone's getting a lot of souvenirs or they're being polite and returning these for us. Hopefully they are getting this back for us. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-0 Lions after the double by Steffen. Delivery, that ball is hit to left field. Steffen is going to tag up. Ooh. Wickham was trailing after that ball with Lauren Mullen pushing in from left field. And that ball landed just foul. That was a nice, well-hit ball. Wickham did a great job to track that as far as she did, but unable to make the catch just in front of her. And Foldez is going to go down swinging for the 2nd out of the inning. Up to bat now is Nikki Velez.
The next batter, the shortstop, number 1, Nikki Velez.
Velez had a single in the 2nd, bunted on the 4th and advanced to 2nd. Velez is the shortstop for the Lions. See what she can do here. Ball is hit into right field. The right fielder is tracking back, and she makes the grab, and the Lynx get out. But the damage is already done. 2-0 to the Lions. The Lions 2 outs, 4 hits total, no errors as we move into the bottom of the 5th. The number 9, 1 and 2 hitters this inning, Lauren Mullen, Masha Lang, and Danielle Mcnicholas. Lauren Mullen was walked and advanced to second on the wild pitch, her first time up to bat. Ball 1. Or strike 1, my bad. Ball is hit down the first base line, gets by the first baseman, and we're gonna have a base hit, just like that from Lauren Mullen.
Next batter is center fielder, number 1, Masha Lang.
Lauren Mullen, not many at-bats this season, but she's doing very well today. Wild pitch. Mullen's going to advance. Ball is hit. Hard foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Up to bat now for the Lynx is Masha Lang. Already a wild pitch in this at bat, allowing Mullen to advance to second. Just outside, ball 2. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Hard cut on the ball, pops that straight back. Underneath the ball, and that one pops it back for a foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Masha Lang has a ground out and a fly out so far, 0 for 2 on the day. Ball's hit straight back up the middle of the field. That's going to be a base hit. Runner comes around third, throw at home to the plate. It's going to be a safe. Lang gets the double there. And she's going to get the RBI. She's going to get Mullen all the way home. A well-hit ball up the middle of the field. Center fielder, Ariana Segat, she makes the grab and makes the throw home, just not in time, allowing Lang to get that double. Head coach Mark Caserta walks out to the mound. Going to have a chat with DeStefano and the rest of the infield to talk about what they need to do to work this year. They have no outs this inning. Lang on second. Mullins already scored. Rain's starting to come down a little bit harder now. Rain's coming down hard enough that we can see it here in the press box. Lang makes her way back out to second. Up to bat now, number 3, Danielle Mcnicholas. A fly out and a walk so far today. 0 for 1. Stefan presses up on third base. Shows bunt. The ball is low. McNicholas shows bunt. Pitch is inside. Shortstop Velez and Stefan trying to get over to cover third in time, but unable to do so. And Lang is going to advance on the stolen base. Stefan with the leg. There's the bunt. Throw to home is in time. She is out. The play at the plate prevents the tying run from getting in. It was a nice bunt by McNicholas. And she is going to be on first base there. Tried for the squeeze play up the third base line. Stefan does a great job to get upfield to pick the ball up and get the throw home in time. And stops the tying run from getting in. So 1 out. Runner on first. Up to bat now, Brianna Conley, the right fielder. 0 for 2 on the day. Good one out there. Home plate umpire is going to call that one a ball. Hit hard to the third baseman. Tag at second. Not in time at first. Gets the force out at second. Conley is going to get credit for the single. 2-1. Lions playing good defense here in the top of the 6th. Or bottom of the 5th. My apologies. Stefan showing great defensive effort. Vela showing great defensive effort. Helping her pitcher get out of this inning. Runner shows. Made it look like she was going to go. Up to bat, here's Taylor Gagnon. A single so far today. Ball's low. Tries for the throw out at first. Conley is called safe. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, 2-1 to the Lions. That ball is hit into the gap just past Velez. We got a base hit single, advancing the runners 1. Next up to bat, Brianna Wickham. 1 for 2 and a stolen base for her today. Rain letting up a little bit. It looks like the sun poking through. Balls pop straight back. Tying run at second. Conley on second. Gagnon on first. Wickham up to bat. 1 for 2. No balls, 1 strike. Here's delivery by DeStefano. Conley taking pretty healthy leads off the bag after every pitch. That time she got about 4 or 5 steps off second. Gagnon on first. Ball's outside the zone. One ball, 2 strikes. Nice swing by Wickham. Just behind on the play. One ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th. Lynx have 1 run. Tying run on second. That ball is hit up the gap. Gets to the center fielder, sending Gagnon home. And we have a tie ball game off the base hit by Brianna Wickham. Conley's going to make it all the way around. Gagnon's going to end up at second.
The next batter, the first baseman, number 11, Cabrino Roy.
And just like that, we have a tie ball game in the bottom of the fifth. The Lynx are doing very well hitting-wise here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. Go-ahead run in the form of Gagnon is on second. Wickham, nice base hit up the middle of the field. Up to bat now, number 11, Cabrino Roy. Wild pitch is going to advance the runners. Ball 1. The lefty, Cabrino Roy. She has 2 strikeouts on the day. Runners on second and third. This is not the time. She hits a ball into left center field. That's going to drop in time. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And Wickham is going to have a stand-up double. Or Roy's going to have a stand-up double. Coming into the inning, the Lynx are down 2-0.
Elisabeth DeVos.
And after some fine hitting, they find themselves 4-2. They had runners on first and second. The wild pitch allows Gagnon and Wickham to advance to second and third respectively, and then Cabrino Roy hits a nice ball to left field to get the stand-up double. This ball is hit into right field. The second baseman tracking back. She makes the grab in time. Grassi with a nice grab, and they get themselves out of the inning there.
On 5 hits. The city of DuBois and the USCAA would like to thank the following sponsors.
So after 5, Penn State Brandywine 2, NHTI Lynx 4, have 7 hits, 5 hits in that last inning. But we need to get those errors down. 3 errors. We're back in the top of the 6th. Lions looking to recover after giving up 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th on 5 hits. Tori LeMay still on the mound or in the circle for the Lynx. First pitch here to Healy Grossi. Fly out and a strikeout so far today. Shows bunt on the first one. Roy and Gagnon first and third base respectively pressing up as Grossi showed bunt the first time. Shows bunt again. Pulls it back at the last second. Strike 1. Grossi showing bunt. Roy and Gagnon Up close. Ball's going to be high and out of the strike zone for a ball 1. For ball 2.
He only has 2, so you keep switching them. It ain't going to do you any good.
Fouls that one straight back. Keeps herself alive in this count. Moisture that's still out there on the ground might be making this ball a little bit hard to hold on to. Here's the delivery. Low outside the strike zone. Full count. Here hitting the top of the 6th. You see Grassi, DeStefano, Mafara this inning. Here's the delivery. That ball's popped straight up. Wickham calls it. She makes the grab. 1 out.
The next batter, the pitcher, number 6, Katie DeStefano.
Wickham does a good job to keep her eye on that, track it, and get the catch. Next up to bat, number 6, Katie DeStefano. 2 walks on the day. Outside the zone. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Reaching for that one a little bit just behind. Fouls that off down the first base side into the netting on the grandstand. Here's the delivery from LeMay. Ball is hit hard into just in the infield. Second baseman Taylor Gagnon makes the catch. And we are 2 up, 2 down. 2 out, 2 down. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 6th. Third batter of the inning, Maddie Mafara, the right fielder. She has 2 hits on the day. Strike 1. Maddie Mafara, last year, had no hits in the tournament, has 2 today, or 1 today. That ball's hit into right center field, and it's going to drop. Rasha Lang, the center fielder, is able to come over and make the grab. It doesn't get, she doesn't make that catch, it's going to get to the wall, and there's a good chance that we'll see Mafara making it all the way to second base.
Number 17, Ariana Segich.
Back to the top of the order, Ariana Segich. 2 strikeouts, 1 hit, and a stolen base today. Outside catches the corner for called strike 1. Mafara, although she's batting in that number 9 spot, she's doing very well today, getting some nice hits, getting herself on base and making her a threat. This ball's popped up. Wickham does a great job to track that over. Last inning, she missed a ball that was hit foul into that almost the same area, but she's able to track this one and make the catch, and the Lynx are out of the inning.
Inning showed no runs on 1 hit.
Lions are unable to add to their total. Still 2 runs, 5 hits total, no errors on the day, but they want to make sure they get out of this next inning without NHTI getting any runs. I want to remind you that NHTI does have the most runs in the USCAA and the most hits, so keeping them quiet all game was going to be a struggle for the Lions. And don't forget, right after this game, we will have Carlow University and UMPI, a rematch of the same game from last year. In the bottom of the sixth, number 17, Tori LeMay. 0 for 2 so far. Katie Stefano has pitched all 5 innings. She has 3 strikeouts and 2 walks as she inches closer to that 100th pitch on the day. Tori LeMay doing a good job taking the first 2 balls here. That ball is hit hard to right field. The right fielder's tracking back. She makes the grab, and LeMay is out.
The next batter, the left fielder, number 4, Lauren Mullen.
Up to bat, number 4, Lauren Mullen. 1 for 1. She has a walk. Advances second that 3rd inning on a wild pitch. And then again in the 5th and was able to score to get the first of 4 runs in the last inning. Fouls the first one off for strike 1. DeStefano working that inside corner, catches that one for strike 2. And like that, Mullen is behind in the count, 0-2. 1 out. Hard hit ball. Second baseman's going to make the grab, get the throw over to first. Anderson has to stretch, but she does make the grab. She does make the grab. And like that, the Lynx are down to 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Up to bat now, number 1, Marsha Lang. My apologies, the center fielder. 1 for 3, 1 RBI. Had a very nice RBI double the last inning. Stefano lets that one get away from her a little bit, high outside, ball 2. Lang wants to make sure she gets the pitch that she likes so she can connect on it. Wants to get another extra base hit. Fouls that one off. She has 68 extra base hits on the season. Make that 69 after that last at-bat of hers. Stefano goes over the 100 pitch count on the day, 104 pitches. 5 2/3 inning pitch so far. In the bottom of the 6th.
Danielle Mcnicholas.
And she is on base. Next up to bat, number 3, Danielle Mcnicholas. 0 for 2 on the day. She did get walked in the 3rd. Strike 1. Runner goes, ball's hit to right field. Lands underneath it. She makes the grab, and that's the inning. So after 6, NHTI Lynx 4, Penn State Brandywine Lions 2. Lions are down to their final 3 outs unless they can get 2 runs here. We're going to see Cherubini, Anderson, and Steffen, 2, 3, and 4 hitters. So this is where you want to be in this situation. You want your better hitters here. Cherubini steps into the box. LeMay looking to get those final 3. One ball. Cherubini 0 for 3 today. That one's low, 2 balls, no strikes. Shows bunt, pulls it back at the last second, strike 1. Still inside the zone. Ball 3. So far, so good for Cherubini. She can wait on the pitch that suits her the best. Doesn't have to swing at this next one. She's got Anderson up the bat after her. She hits that ball to center field. Lang's able to come over and make the grab for the first out.
Number 21, Alexa Anderson.
First baseman Alexa Anderson up the bat. 0 for 2 on the day. 1 strikeout. LeMay with the delivery. Hard cut down the right field line. Roy is unable to get there to make the grab in time. So that'll go down as strike number 1. LeMay wants a new ball. Trying to keep her grip on it. Make sure she has all the control in the world to have a nice delivery to get these batters out. 2 outs away from moving on to the next round. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Anderson with a hard swing. Unable to make the connection for strike number 2. LeMay's 6 1/3 innings pitched so far, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, 111 total pitches today. The ball's hit to left center field, and it is a home run by Alexa Anderson. Solo shot to pull her team within one as she gets mobbed when she hits home plate.
The next batter, the third baseman, number 15, Katie Steffen.
That was a nice pitch down the middle of the plate. Alexa Anderson able to get a hold of all of that to knock it over the left center field. She brings her team within one run with Katie Steffen. They have one out. Katie Steffen had a nice RBI double in the 5th inning. It's a strike. Hits that between the third and second baseman. Katie Steffen is going to get a single into left field.
The next batter, the catcher, number 3.
Laura Mullen with the missed throw. Fortunately, it wasn't in a bad situation. Didn't put her in a bad situation, or Steffen could have moved over the second. So now you have the tying run on first. Go-ahead run up to bat in the form of Julie Flores. The catcher, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 run scored by her. May, the pitch. Flores with a foul. Hits McNicholas in the mask, bounces up. Steffen on first, ready to run. A little low, but Flores is going to take the strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tying run on first in the form of Katie Steffen with Flores up to bat. LeMay is going to get Flores swinging.
Nikki Bella.
The strikeout, and the Lions are down to their final out. Nikki Bella is the shortstop. 1 for 3 on the day. Is she the one to get the hit to move Steffen into a scoring position? Or can LeMay close this game out and get the win? Off the bat after her, if she can get on base, would be Haley Grossi. Right down the middle. Velez takes that, strike 1. Foul ball. Winner of this game tomorrow would play the winner of game number 6. That's at 8 o'clock tonight. Loser plays tomorrow at 10 a.m. against the loser from game number 1. Haley hits a hard ball down the third base line. She's going to be caught, and the game is over.
Final totals for the game, NHTI scored 4 runs on 7 hits. Penn State Brandywine, 3 runs on 7 hits.
Final score, Penn State Brandywine 3, NHTI Lynx 4. The Lynx with 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. The Lions 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Stay right here. 20 minutes from now, approximately 4:35 Eastern Standard Time, we are going to have the number 3 Carlow University facing the number 6 seed University of Maine Presque Isle, a rematch from last season's 3-6 game. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.